Hey sisters, welcome back to my channel. I have been waiting all winter to film this. I live in Vancouver and it is dark and dreary and rainy every day and there's no light. So today it was sunny, so I'm like, yes, I get to film a food video. I don't know what that was, but I thought that most of us, if not all of us, are hardworking, busy people, and we don't have time to make fancy breakfast. We don't have time to think about whatever it is we have to think about in terms of PCOS breakfast, low GI, low sugar, blah, 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 getting all our nutrients. So I thought I would give you a realistic sampling of different breakfasts that I have throughout the week, on the weekend. It's not to say that these are the only things I have for breakfast, but they are the ones that are on frequent rotation. So I have my coffee here. If you didn't watch my PCOS and coffee video, I suggest you do that now. I'll put that in the description box below. Okay, before we start, I just wanted to do a huge shout out to Teddy Blake. They sent me this bag a few months ago, just by chance in time for my PCOS bag video, and I have been loving it. Quality is amazing. It's made in Italy. It's made in the same factories as all like the big designer brands, but it's a fraction of the price. I'm more of a quality over quantity kind of gal, and so I would rather like spend something and save for a while and buy something I really like than buying a bunch of like things that are gonna just get destroyed. And this bag is definitely that. It's so beautiful. As you can see, it's like croco skin, and you open it and it has these other straps that come with it, so you can make it like a crossbody bag. Although right now it's like super in to have like those like 90s bags, which I'm all for because that was my generation. And I just like wear it like this, but I've been getting so many compliments about this bag, and I feel like they're a fairly new brand. So yeah, check them out. I'll put them in the description box below. Like, I'm not a bag professional or anything, but like the stitching is so nice. I feel I need to comment on the stitching. Do I know anything about stitching? No, but the stitching on this bag is real nice. I'll show you that right now. Like, look at the stitching. Like, look at this. Like, look at the craftsmanship. It's beautiful. Like, wow. Okay, like, would you not comment on this stitching too? So yeah, check them out if you are in the market for a new bag. My little nook in my kitchen that has no garbage or laundry, and that's what's gonna work for this video, okay? Number one, I have been going through a chia seed pudding phase. It's like a hit or miss for me. Like, sometimes I'm disgusted by it and sometimes I crave it. I don't know. But it's super cheap and really easy to make. To make chia seed pudding, all you need is 3/4 cup of a milk that you like. You could do regular milk, almond milk, oat milk, whatever you want to do. So I use Earth's Own fresh milk, and you just get a jar or a Tupperware. I like a jar because it's glass, but whatever. So 3/4 cup of any kind of milk that you like, a little bit of vanilla extract if you want. I love vanilla extract. And then 1/4 cup, so a 1/4 cup of chia seeds, and you just pour them into the jar the night before. You whisk it together, you seal the jar shut, and you leave it in the fridge. The next morning it turns into this like really jelly-like consistency. Chia is like super high in fiber amongst a bunch of other minerals, and it's super filling because I guess it's so high in fiber, and it has really good fats as well. And then I always top mine up with either fresh berries or banana or like cut apple, and then I top it off with like a gluten-free granola or a paleo granola just to keep it more low GI. The one that I bought this week because it was on sale is the Dorset cereals, which I will show you here, because this one is just made with whole grain oat flakes, dates, barley flakes, toasted wheat flakes, nuts, almonds, and sunflower seeds. So that's what I choose. I mean, you could even just put oats on this. Like, it looks basically like oatmeal, but you don't have to do that. And then you just seal it shut, toss it in your lunch bag, you're good to go. Number 2, we have a avocado on toast and egg. So I probably have this the most. I probably have avo and toast and egg probably 4 to 5 days a week, or 3 to 5. I do different variations of this. I either do a piece of gluten-free toast. If you're not gluten-free, don't have gluten-free toast. There's no difference. I find that I get a little bit of indigestion if I have a lot of like wheat bread, so I kind of do gluten-free. Also, in the gluten-free aisle of your grocery section, there's probably a lot of toasts not made from wheat at all, which is better for us PCOS gals because it's lower on the GI tract. So the bread that I currently have is made up of quinoa. So it's made up of pure quinoa flour and lentil flour, which is really cool because quinoa is so high in protein. It's way lower on the GI. So carb-wise, still quite high, but lower in other things like sugars and all that stuff. So I really like that. So yeah, try and find there's always a frozen section in the grocery store of like the gluten-free breads, and usually in that frozen bread section there's also like breads made from other flours besides wheat flour. So check it out. So I usually have 1 slice of bread with half an avocado, smash it on top, and then 2 eggs. Or I have if I'm out of avocado, I'll have 2 eggs and 2 slices of gluten-free toast. So it just kind of depends on what's in my cupboard and what's not. And then I sprinkle it with a little bit of hemp seeds because they're high in omegas, and some black sesame because black sesame seeds are been known to be good for hormone balance. Number 3 is oats. So I'll kind of do a little show here, although I'll probably end up doing an overlay of it. Oatmeal is one of my go-tos, especially in the winter. I absolutely adore oatmeal. Today I did banana, almond butter, and strawberries, but I mean, the possibilities are endless with oatmeal, absolutely endless. I love it with honey and dates. That's another favorite of mine. But with oatmeal, I always pair it with a fat and a protein. So the almond butter is the fat and a protein, and then you have some antioxidants from the berries and the banana. You have I sprinkled some hemp seeds on top, and that's really nice for omegas, which are really good for PCOS. So yeah, I mean, you can put whatever you want. Blueberries in your oatmeal is good. Apple and cinnamon is delicious. My only suggestion is if you're gonna buy oats, like these are the ones that I buy. They're just like quick oats. I mean, it was like $6 for this thing, which literally lasts me like a year. I'm not even kidding you. It literally will last you a year, and it was like $6. Well, it expires in May, so I have to eat it by May, okay? The only suggestion I have is to be careful with oatmeal. Do not buy the pre-packaged ones unless they're just plain. The pre-packaged ones have a lot of preservatives and flavorings and colorings and sugars, like very high in sugar. And it's just not, they're just making something so healthy, so unhealthy. And oatmeal is quite low on like a GI rating scale. Like it's quite good for us with our insulin and our hormones. But if you add all of that processed sugar in, it's just not gonna, you're just kind of taking a few steps back there. So my suggestion is to you can even do overnight oats. Another option, which I don't have here, are smoothies, which I tend to do a lot of in the summer. Really like the Chia products. They're from Australia, and so shipping to Canada is quite pricey, so I kind of wait till I'm out of everything and then just order again in bulk. But I like their products because they're all vegan. They're natural sugars, no fake flavorings or colors or all of that stuff. So it's just, and this stuff tastes amazing. If you want PCOS smoothie ideas, I have a whole video dedicated to PCOS smoothies. So I will also link that in the description box below because I'm not gonna do more smoothies on this one. But those are my top 3 favorite breakfasts that are easy, quick to do, don't require like any ingredients. All of them maybe 2 or 3 ingredients max, and can be prepared the night before and are just easy to put in Tupperware and go. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up because it really helps support my channel, and subscribe if you feel like doing so. And if not, well then maybe I will see you in my next video. See ya.